Got him. Oh, hi. I'm just, trying to catch them all. Pokemon Go. It's, an addiction. And we know that people who know their addictions know that addictions are a spiritual disease, because the goal of the 12 steps is to achieve a spiritual awakening. So it's appropriate to talk about this sin of greed, wanting it all, wanting everything, wanting to continue to gather and collect and, well, harm our souls in the process, isn't the case. Now, something like Pokemon Go, where there's an unlimited resource, and really what is the harm in being greedy? Well, when there's a limited resource, which most things are, it's very much a problem, because if I have something, that means someone else doesn't. And if I keep collecting and collecting and storing up for myself, well, other people may, in fact, will suffer. And that's the story that we see in the plagues. Egypt, ironically, got to the point that it was because one of the Hebrews, Joseph, interpreted the dreams of a Pharaoh and told them that years of famine were coming. And so the greed of gathering overtook the wisdom of gathering. And so Egypt gathered up and stored up and had all the grain, and everyone had to come to them. And instead of showing the lively virtue of generosity and having the world be indebted to them because of their goodness and the greatness of the nation being based on generosity, the power ended up coming out of greed. And when the Pharaoh rose up, who no longer knew Joseph, the Hebrew people themselves were enslaved and needed to be set free. And because the Pharaoh would not give in after the first request and after the first plague, or the second, or the third, it led to the point of horrible destruction. By oppressing others, they became oppressed. By taking the lives of the slaves' children, their children's lives were taken. That's where greed takes us. And it is a spiritual problem. It is a disease of the soul. And it is a deadly sin, countered by the lively virtue of generosity.